today's subscription spot. Spot's having a look at another box from the folks over at Anime Bento Japan to your door. Bento for October 2016. If you want a anime themed box delivered right to your door, delivered by ninjas or giant dragons, results may vary. Click the link down below and you can subscribe today. There's at the front of the box there. How to enjoy your anime bento. Open your bento, discover what's inside, take photos, and share. We are going to be doing all three of these here right now in this channel. Spot, are you a warlock? No. I can accomplish all three. Accomplishing anything else above and beyond the first three mentioned descriptions, that I can't promise. But we will get this opened up and find out what Anime Bento delivered to us for the month of October. It's really that easy. And the only thing that's going to prevent me from doing all that, at least the first three things, is the tape that's on the front of the box. Rip it open, somebody says. Grab your knife, somebody else says. Well, I'm going to go with that second guy. Aww. We're going to cut the tape on the front. Using my knife, Old Red. And cut the tape on the front, just like that. Pass it over a second time, just in case I didn't get it the first time. Let's open it up. And let's see what we got from... Oh, wait, no, hey, hold on a second there. There's tape on the sides, too. Gonna cut the tape on the sides. See, we gotta be thorough. If not, I could just spend the next 5-10 minutes just ripping it and trying to make I would just be making a disastrous mess. Nope, we're gonna be using this, not my eyes, this thing that is in between my ears. Eyebrows? Nope. My hair? Nope. I'm gonna use my brain. There's the Anime Bento. On the back, yeah, it's gonna tell us what's gonna be in it, so I don't wanna look at it just yet. No peeping yet. Ladies and gentlemen, www.animebento.com is your address. If not being for the fact that my thumb would be covering it, that's the address you want to go to and subscribe. It's that easy. The first thing we're going to have a look at is Japanese rice cracker. It says Himamaro? Possibly. I know I always botch. Yes, you guys are the best. Spot, you always botch the pronunciation of names. I do. I struggle sometimes with English being my primary language. You can imagine how difficult sometimes it is for me to pronounce other cultures' languages or other cultures' names and whatnot. There's one of them right there. It looked like it originally was a ball and somebody has squished or sat on it. Boy, Spot, you should get into advertising. I know, I really... yeah. There's a slight gloss to it, and I don't know if you can see, but there's some little freckling of flavor seasonings. I see green, I see red, I see Sally, I see Carol Ann. Oh wait, no, that's Romper Room. Let's give these a try. The Japanese rice crackers from Aminoya. I'm annoying. No, okay, let's give this a try. Japanese rice crackers, and then we'll kind of get to the rest of the stuff inside. Here we go. They're okay. They're kind of really just like a rice cracker, like the big ones, like the rice cakes, but a little crunchier. I find like there really isn't a lot of flavoring to them. Near the end, I kind of feel like I'm eating popcorn, just kind of that slight after flavor. But the initial taste of it, I'm not particularly crazy about it, but that's just me. We will move those to the side and kind of get to the main event. And we'll have a look at the stuff that we got inside. For starters, we got ourselves a t-shirt. And we've got One Punch Crunch. Hold on, let me open this up completely. One Punch Crunch. They're okay. Excuse me. There's a ball cap included inside, fortified with 100 push-ups, sit-ups, squats, and a 10K run. That's really cool. I like how bright that is also on the red. Very, very nice. Put that to the side. I feel like I'm also battling a bit of the allergies, so do bear with me on that. Next, we have a series of buttons, Anime Bento 3, 1.75-inch buttons. Got 3 of them. I can add that to my jacket as my pieces of flair. Oh, my denim jacket is looking pretty snazzy. It's looking pretty good. Anime Bento 3 pins, 3 buttons. Those are going to go onto my jacket. Next, we have a Seraph of the End Vampire Rain. This looks like a lanyard / keychain. On the back there, it comes to us from ganimation.com, www.ganimation.com. And let's pull these out. I mean, I can easily just pull it out of the box and say, this is it. No, we're going to do a little bit more. There's the keychain right there, the aforementioned keychain. On the back there it says Seraph of the End, Vampire Rain. You can see it's got a slight rubbery texture or material to it. Slightly detailed as well, so it's not just a flat keychain. It's got some texture and lining to it. Very nice. There's some artwork on the back there. Put that to the side. Let's see what else we have in here. We also have a Rubiks Cube, of all things. A Rubiks Cube. I tell you, Promsies, I stink. I stink. Let me finish, actually, before you, let me just finish that statement. I stink at Rubik's Cubes. I, for the life of me, cannot solve a Rubik's Cube. Like right now, I wouldn't even know what to do. But Spot, you can just turn that. No, I don't even know what to do. Now, I've seen some videos where people are, oh, look, I did solve it. Congratulations to me. I've seen some videos where people can do this blindfolded, and they just go like this. And then they're like, done. I can't even do a lot of things blindfolded, let alone a Rubik's Cube. That's cool. I can do a little bit of practicing. Probably would be a required tool if I want to perfect the bane of my existence, the Rubik's Cube. And finally, we got ourselves, let's see here. This is a Mobile Suit Gundam. It looks like a model building kit. Here's what it looks like on the back. It looks like there wants to be a lot, but maybe there's actually not too much build to it. So let's go ahead and open this up. My phone is also ringing. I don't know who. Oh, apparently it's Rubiks calling. Rubiks is calling, I guess, to. They seem dumbfounded by the fact I just can't figure out a Rubik's Cube. I really can't. I can't blow bubbles, and I can't solve a Rubik's Cube. Anyways, let's open up the box here. Actually, there's some gum. Wow, assembly is... It does almost look like on the back, does it not? Well, I guess you can... Maybe you can just add it to other components. But down below, I mean, it's a pretty simple build. So simple, I can even do it. There we go. Let's cut the bag here. Dump out the contents. So there's torso. There's the head, like that. And then there's a couple of, I guess, missiles. Oh, I mean, we are building this guy in the front. I guess I could just be looking at that as my point of reference. Okay, so like these missiles, if they are missiles, that is, I guess they go on an angle. This whole kit, by the way, it's that material I'm not crazy about. It's like a rubber material. So like everything, putting it on it, like the head and stuff, actually ended up being a little bit easier. But usually you have to put a lot of pressure on it because it's rubber, nothing wants to stick together. And there is the Mobile Suit Gundam. I actually quite like this little guy. Kind of reminds me of a cross between Johnny 5 and something you would see from JC and the Wheeled Warriors. Boy, Spot, that is an old reference. It is. It is. Does it have any arm articulation? It does. Waist articulation? Surprisingly, it does. Tread articulation? Well, that's asking too much. Head articulation? Yes. So it's actually a pretty little posable guy, considering he's just all rubber. Very nice. I quite like that. Very cool. All right, so now that we've looked at everything, now we can kind of dissect the card inside. This was what was included in Anime Bento for this month's box. We had the Seraph of the End keychain, the Anime Bento button set, back to school shirt, an FW Gundam Converse number 3, and Himaru rice crackers. Down below as well, the multiple designs shown, only one of each per bento. But there's a puzzle keychain from Kick 9. Puzzle, it says Puzzle Monster Quest, even though the R is kind of going into the next square. Puzzle Monster Quest. I will try to solve this, but good luck. Good luck. But it would just be easier to blow bubbles. Oh yeah, I can't do that either. Today's subscription spot. Spot was having a look and confessing some things, some shortcomings. Let me know your shortcomings down below. But today, though, we're having a look at the Anime Bento for October 2016. As always, thanks for watching, as you always do. I'll see you next time.